Chocks and Chockets, never in between. Chocolo Roberto here for another video review, this time with the KitKat Honeycomb. Ooh, there we go, 105 calories. New flavour, there we are, look at that, yes. Very, very excited for this one. I mean, I know I always am excited for new chocolate, or chocolate generally, or anything with chocolate, but but yeah, this one, I'm a very big fan of Honeycomb and the KitKat Honeycomb. I mean, I love KitKats anyway, they're just really well balanced bar, I think. I just love the wafer and the chocolate, it just seems to work really well. And then you have such nice, yeah, I don't know, they just work well. And then with all these limited editions with the lovely centres, I mean, they're great. And then, of course, I love Honeycomb generally. And then this one here, yeah, I think I'm very happy about the look of this one. Yeah. I've done a new one, there's a hazelnut spread version as well I've just reviewed. And there's various other KitKats. I've reviewed all those, I think, well, quite a lot of them anyway in the past 5 years I've been doing this channel. And yeah, so basically in the top left corner I'll do a link to a playlist even, of all my other reviews, including KitKat reviews as well. So feel free to check those out once you've liked this video and subscribed to my channel. And as always, you know the spiel by now probably, but if you're new to the channel, I do have a Patreon, and I do have a YouTube member program as well. So if you want exclusive videos and things, you can check that out, and we'll give you access to exclusive reviews of things I wouldn't normally do: crisps, biscuits. Well, I do biscuits actually, but you know, ice creams, chocolate spreads. There's some things there's a bit of a bleed over really between things I do review and things I don't. But basically, generally cereals, chocolate spreads, hot chocolate, crisps, things like this I don't really review, and sometimes don't really review ice cream either. I only do the odd one. So basically anything that's a bit different will be in there, will be exclusive to members only. So yeah, so it's worth you doing really, and it gives you something back, you know, and it helps me out as well. So it's not just something all one way, it gives you something back as well. So that's the theory anyway. So hopefully yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. Okay, so back onto the review. Yeah, so well, KitKat Honeycomb has a nice metallic look on this side. It's 9 two-fingered bars, as you've seen. See there, so it says, where does it say? There, 9 two-fingered bars. Sustainably sourced cocoa, it says as well. Apologies, it keeps going in and out of focus, of course, because I'm moving the bar around and there's all sorts going on. It's going to be doing that, but you know, it's a new setup. It'll take me some time to get the hang of it, so I do apologise, but we'll get there. It says 9 bars of 2 crispy wafer fingers covered with honeycomb flavour milk chocolate. So it's honeycomb flavour. So it doesn't actually have honeycomb in, I don't think, but it does look like it's got honeycomb. You can see here on the front, it does look like it's got honeycomb there coming off it. But it doesn't seem, but yeah, it doesn't. It says it's honeycomb flavour, so that's a bit misleading, I think. We'll see though. Sometimes the descriptions, while they should be accurate, aren't always. But you know, yeah, it does look quite conclusive that. So calories, it's 105 calories. To 5.3 grams of fat, 3 of which are saturates, and per 100 grams, and so that was per bar, so that's per 2 fingers. 105 calories, 5.3 grams of fat, 3 of which are saturates. Then per 100 grams, it's 510 calories, 25.7 grams of fat, 14.3 of which are saturates. So basically, a KitKat generally, you can get KitKat chunkies, you get 4-fingered KitKats, but this is the 2-fingered variety, and it's basically 2 of these here. You can see it's like a sort of layers of wafer, sort of partitioned by chocolate. And then they're covered in milk chocolate as well, so you get this like little finger effect. And it's a 2-fingered one, this one. Is what it says up there. There's 9 of them in the pack. Yeah, it says don't recycle on it. Not recycle. I don't think it means generally don't recycle. I think it means don't recycle this. Not recycled by most councils. It says suitable for vegetarians as well. Store cool and dry. It's got a Nestlé cocoa plan. It does say it's working for sustainable stuff and this, that, and the other, but it does have palm fat in there, so make of that what you will. But you can see sustainably sourced cocoa, and the cocoa might be, but the palm oil, well, might be sustainably sourced. But what does sustainably sourced mean? You know, is it just a way of making them sleep at night so they can use it? All right, well, nice design. It looks pretty enticing. I think we should give it an open though. Let's do it. Let's give it an open. Right, okay, once I give this, KitKat Honeycomb bar an open. So, because it's a 9-fingered bar, it's got, you know, there are a bit of flourishes on the side of this, you can see, but I don't think we can really hold it against them here. I think it's just the way of it with this one. But obviously it does make it look a bit bigger than it is, but there's 9 bars in there. But nonetheless, the flourishes do mean you could probably fit an extra bar in with the, with the space it's taking up. But you can see there's 9 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll take one of them out. There we go. Very excited for these, as I say. There's a bit of honeycomb smell actually if you get really close to them. Yeah. There we go, that's what we're up against. Yeah, look at that, nice. It says on the back, yes, 2 crispy wafer fingers covered with honeycomb flavour milk chocolate, 66%. Contains wheat and milk, not to be sold individually. Okay, so let's give it an open then, if we can. We'll just claw away at them and rip it open, but I don't want to do that. Okay, right. There we go. So, good way to open KitKats. Well, first of all, actually, yeah, let's see. You can do this here. Now, you have to be very careful with how you do this because if you use your nails, which is what I used to when you're young, it does rip through the foil. So I don't know how I did that really, but yeah, I think if you just rub it like this, there you go. You can get the clearly see my breaking KitKat through there. So that's really nice. I used to love doing that when I was a kid. I still like doing it now, really. I think it took away this foil at one point and had it in the inner side of this, I think, or at least on the 4-fingered ones or something. And there's a bit of an outcry about it, but clearly see the foils here in this case. Now the way to open these as well, of course, is what they used to do in the adverts as well. It's a bit of a, I don't know, it's a bit of an old person thing, I think. I think kids would have just ripped into it. But what you can do is you can, obviously you want to snap the fingers, that's the plan. So you can kind of do that and it'll, you know, hopefully all the way down, but it will split the foil and you can just open it like that. There you go, that's the way to do it. Yeah, so there we go. So, yes, there we are. So I'll just measure, I'll obviously put them back together again and measure the width as we are here. I mean, I did measure the hazelnut spread one, I assume it would be the same. About 3 centimetres wide, give or take a minute, maybe 3.1. I think probably 3 really, I think that's possibly where it's just been. Yeah. That's close to 3.1. We'll give them 3.1. Okay. Now the top, each bar is about 1 centimetre wide. At the bottom it's roughly 1.5, give or take a millimetre, because obviously it's not a clean split. Height wise, about 9 centimetres. Yeah, I think is that it? Height, oh yeah, this height, this other height. 1 centimetre, pretty much. Maybe 0.9. Okay, let's give it a snap. Okay, cleanly snap there. Let's see if you can, see if it'll focus in. I have to kind of force it to focus in. Hard to do really, I'm not sure how to do it. To try and make it believe that the yeah, I can't do it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You kind of have to, yeah. Clearly it's not wanting to focus in. Yeah. Trying to make it sort of, yeah, I don't know. I've not got the gist of it yet, the hang of it yet even. But you can clearly see it's kind of, yeah, you can see it's a sort of light, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's any honeycomb in there. I don't know if there's any honeycomb basically. Yeah, it's hard to. I can't get it to focus. Normally, what you can do, difficult really at the moment. Yeah, let's see whether that works. Yeah, I can't. I'm struggling to get it to focus. I can't do it, but I don't know. Maybe if I took away the white, would that do it? Definitely done something. It's adjusted the colours, made everything more blue. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right. Anyway, you get the gist of it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So you can roughly see there. I think pretty much well enough what it looks like. Yeah. So it says it's honeycomb flavoured chocolate. I don't know. There does seem to be something surrounding the chocolate though there. And so you can see it's got like a white barrier around the edge of the chocolate. I don't know, a white border around the chocolate. So I don't know. Not sure what to make of it. I don't know if it's honeycomb pieces or not though. Yeah. Okay. Right, well, I think we need to taste it. Let's do it. See if there is any honeycomb in there, or it's just flavouring. So yeah, I'm hoping there is, but you know, obviously there's wafer in there as well, so maybe it doesn't need the honeycomb, but who knows? We'll have a look. Let's give it a taste. Okay, well, let's give this KitKat Honeycomb a taste. Yeah, so very interesting one, this one. Yeah, so let's here we go. Got a conveniently placed one, previously dissected one. So I don't know if it'll, again, it might not focus in very well. Probably won't. There we go. That's all right. Yeah. Okay. Let's give it a go. Let's do it. Unusual odd flavour. Just this honeycomb flavour, which is, I've never really had honeycomb flavour something before. I've had honeycomb, which obviously is flavoured honeycomb because it is honeycomb, but this is actually just the flavouring. I'm not sure. This doesn't really work. It's not a very nice. I say it's flavoured honeycomb. It just doesn't really work. It's not a very nice flavour at all. I mean, honeycomb is a nice flavour. Again, if I can get it to focus in on that. There's some technique where you've got to block out what's in the background, and it's quite difficult to do. There we go. Look at that. It looked a bit like there was a surround. Like the chocolate layer had a surrounding to it, sort of like maybe it was honeycomb, but it isn't. It's can't taste honeycomb anyway. I just get wafer, which is nice, and the chocolate's nice. But the honeycomb flavour, it's very a bit too strong. You know, it's a bit odd. It's like it's honeycomb, but with it's just too strong a flavour. It's just a bit too bitter. It has a really bitter taste. Yeah. I mean, really, you should have just replaced the layers of wafer with honeycomb or something. But of course, it wouldn't really be a KitKat then. But they should have done something like that, I think. Yeah, disappointing that really. I was really looking forward to this one. I thought it'd be great. And again, because they've gone down the flavour route, which is understandable. But yeah, it's just not really. Yeah, it just doesn't really work. I don't think. You know. Okay, let's try doing using one as a straw then. Really, it's a good technique to have with KitKats. Let's see if you can bite the ends off but one finger. And then a handy cup of coffee. Not as warm as it was, so it might not work as well as it should do. Works pretty well actually. Continuously work well. Now it's very all soft and soggy on the inside. Didn't really improve the taste much. Not too bad though. Not too bad. I think it's a special bonus. Let's try it with the hazelnut one. I did do it in the hazelnut one. Let's just see if that's any difference. You know, hopefully you would have seen the hazelnut review, but just in case. Let me get that smell. I tried doing it with two fingers before. It's just a total mess because you need to really sort of get good suction on it basically, and you can't do it with two fingers. Yeah, the coffee is going sort of hazelnut flavoured with this. Not too bad, yeah. It never helps if the coffee's a bit warmer though. But yeah, they don't add too much to it though with those ones. I think the flavours themselves are more than enough to keep you going really. I don't think you need to sort of start faffing with coffee or anything like that. But interesting, it does work anyway. They work as pretty good straws, but they do become quite soggy. Have to be careful of collapse. Anyway, digressing totally. I think for me this one, the flavour is just too. It's just too bitter, too strong. It's too much of a concentrated honeycomb flavour, and it just doesn't really work very well. It's yeah, you'd think it'd be really nice, being honeycomb and things, but it's not actual honeycomb. And it's just a very, very concentrated honeycomb flavour. And because it's too concentrated, it doesn't taste very pleasant. And that's the gist of it, really. So the rest of the KitKat's fine. It's a normal KitKat. Other than that, it's not. There's no actual honeycomb in there. And it does say honeycomb flavour. I'm quite sure there's no listing of honeycomb on the wrapper when I had a look before. Let's just see. So look. Yeah, I can't see any anyway. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean it's pretty. I mean, I was only checking for complete the completeness there really. But I mean, just say honeycomb flavour, and there's no, I can't taste any honeycomb. Honeycomb's got a very distinct taste and texture. Well, texture because obviously there's a flavour there, and it's definitely not there. So yeah, I think yeah, it's not that. I mean, it's just not very nice really. I think I'm gonna have to give it. I'm gonna have to be harsh on these ones because I mean, obviously, an average chocolate tastes nice. You know what I mean? So in this one, I don't think it's very pleasant. It's just a bit, you do I have the finger here? See, that's the hazelnut one. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so you can smell the difference. Just try again. It's just that little bit too strong. It's just too burnt or bitter. It's starting to taste like burnt honeycomb. You call it caramelized honeycomb or something. Maybe, but yeah, it's just a flavour. It's a honeycomb flavour, and it just doesn't work. It's just too it's just too bitter and too burnt almost. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it. Yeah, I don't know, 2.5. I'll say 2.5 out of 5, I think, because the KitKat flavour is still nice and everything, but it's not a terrible flavour, but it's really not. If it was proper honeycomb, I think it would have been onto a winner. Really, it would have been a really nice KitKat, but because I say it's flavour, it's just too concentrated. It's just not pleasant. So you could argue maybe a 2. Although we'll see what I've done. I might have given it a 2 in post production or whatever, but or whatever production. I don't know what you'd say. Editing anyway. Yeah, so we'll see. But 2.5. Not sure which one I'll have gone for. You'll have seen by now. It just I don't know. It's just not overly pleasant. It's not horrible or anything, but it's too fake, too concentrated. A flavour of honeycomb in there. It's a real shame. I think it's a real missed opportunity. I was really looking forward to it, and yeah, very disappointed. I'll probably stay at 2 out of 5. I think I would have gone with that by now. Yeah, that's what I reckon I would have gone for. But we'll see what I did. Who knows? Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon if you can. Yeah, and I said the YouTube member program. Check that out if you want exclusive videos as well and want to help out the channel. But hugely appreciate it, truly would. But leave a comment or for either way. It's always great to hear from you, it truly is. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya. Bye.